hem, 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 hem. Hem, hem. Nice. All right, make sure Twitch and YouTube start up as normal. That'll do. There we go. Boom. And we got our mod manager up and running. All right, let's do our daily luck farming. Displays at a trailhead. I mean, I would think a sign, but I don't know. Pulitzer winning 2024 novel that reimagined Adventures of Huckleberry. Nope, no clue. No idea at all. Invader in a sci-fi movie. I don't know, probably an alien. Thin strands. Tufts, perhaps. Tude. What? One of Michelle Obama's daughters. I don't keep up with that kind of thing. A little out of whack. Marshmallow treats and Easter baskets are definitely peeps. IRS ID. IDs, SSNs. Okay, social security numbers. 1975, or perhaps pins. It could be pins as well. We'll see. 1975 film with a 25-foot animatronic shark would be Jaws for sure. Wisps of hair. Little out of whack. Ace, King, Queen, 15 Jacks, 10, 9, 8. Nice. Are we only on 15? I figured we'd be further along than that. I don't know. It feels like that should end in a Y. Let's go ahead and check, make sure we're good so far. It didn't end in a Y. But the rest of it's good. So this could be pins or it could be SSNs, which is probably the correct answer. Displays at a trailhead. Maps. Maps are at a trailhead. Hello, Witch Waste. How are you? A little out of whack, starting with an A. From the perspective of Jim, maybe it would be James? A miss? Yeah, it must be James. What's her name? I don't know her name. Just gonna make sure I'm right there. Would it be an A? Malia? Sure. I don't know Michelle Obama's daughters. Like, it was one of Michelle Obama's daughters. Mm-mm. Go Michelle Obama. Okay. So I see civic. Okay. I mean, I see judge and jury as well, right? I see moderate and radical, but I'm assuming those don't have two more to go with them. Psych out, chill out, chart out. I don't know if there is a fourth one. Word out. If this was written by someone from the previous generation, I think that might actually be one of them. Yeah, I'm gonna send it on that. Damn, 3 out of 4 though, so it is definitely that. We'll see which one of those they don't like though. Hmm. A text box, an image, a table, and a chart. Okay. Yeah, for sure. This is, yeah. Insertables, which means that word, radical, and chill were, or not radical, psych were actually correct. Let's go put those over in a corner somewhere. Assuming it'll let me. There we go. That works. These three go together. His insertables. Uh, jury. Okay, I also see customs. Moderate, mediate, judge, and jury. Jury doesn't feel like it fits quite the same way, but no, okay, jury isn't the one they want there. It's probably like chair or something like that. So, psych word, chill, and radical. Yeah, that could work. Those are the 80s slang. Ooh. Mediate, judge, and moderate are almost certainly the three. Something related to duties. Civic duty, jury duty, customs has duties that you pay, and heavy duty. Chair, it was chair. Okay. I don't usually use chair in that way, but I have heard of it used that way at least. Konichiwa, motherfucker. All right, let's get some Balatro in here. Also, Satisfactory 1.1 came out. Fucking huge. I need to move you that way. There we go. Now I'm more centered. Sharp hamburger? Damn. That's rough. How did you do that? Someone must not have liked you if they're putting sharp things in your hamburger. I was just thinking to myself before stream. I don't know that I really ever do uh a stone deck, like a stone card deck. So I was thinking maybe we try to make a stone card deck work. Hello, Catboy Dominance. I have heard that it got a lot harder. I've heard that Project Zomboid got like a fair bit harder at least. They made nights darker and they made more zombies appear. And there's like a few different things that compound together that make the game just like a lot harder. I mean, we could always turn up the number of zombies, I guess, to be fair. But what I really want is for that game to be more difficult, but for it to actually have shit to do that makes you want to make it more difficult. Like as it stands more difficult like in the previous update, like you know what I mean? Like you couldn't really do the out in the woods survivalist style. Like you kind of could, but it was really just living in a house out there. And that was the end of it. Like growing food was kind of whatever. Crafting is way easier. Crafting is more intuitive, or it's actually like, do you get more stuff, or is it just like more intuitive? Because that's just strictly a good thing. But if you just get more, that's different. What deck do we want to play on here? Yeah, they're doing like blacksmithing. I know they're doing like fluid crafting and stuff like that as well. You can poison people's soup, which is very like multiplayer RP server centered shit right there. Hold on, let me just poison my friend's soup. Like, who else are you gonna poison? You know what I mean? I want them to re-add NPCs is what I want them to do. They used to exist, I think. I want to live in the woods with an RV. That is the life right there. Let's do this with if we're gonna do stone cards. Let's do hmm. I don't know. Let's just do black deck. Get more Joker slots. Who doesn't like that, right? Do I double skip for 25 bucks in a free rare? The free rare might suck though, but who cares? Oh yeah, sorry. I hadn't actually started playing yet. I was just chatting with y'all, so I hadn't actually swapped it over yet. I just skipped a bunch of shit and we're here now. There you go, you didn't miss anything. Yeah, and the audio's coming through just fine. How likely is a spade flush? Not super likely. How likely is a 9? Also not super likely, but a little more likely than a spade flush. I would have gotten both, technically. And a 2 pair to win. Oh, my bad. Whatever. I thought I clicked on the 5th card, but it didn't select, and then I had already sent it. Lame. How dare you not select my 5th card? Boss blind jump scare, yeah. That's what I wanted. And I'll take a trading card for sure. Are my animations sped up? Was that really fast or was that just me? I mean, I know I have this Cartomancer mod, but I didn't think that. Maybe that does speed stuff up. No? Huh. Okie dokie. Let's just kill all the low cards, I imagine. So what's this Slay the Jokers thing that's hovering over your stream every time I open it? If you hover over the Jokers at the top, can you see what they do? If not, you might need to refresh the page, but... You might need to refresh the page then, since we weren't playing Balatro right at the beginning of stream. Hi, yes, please burn 5 of my favorite cards. I would like $20. Chaos. I do like Chaos the Clown as far as econ vouchers go. Alright, go next. Yeah, if refreshing doesn't work, then I don't know what to tell you. So this doesn't actually kill this card, right? Yeah. Might as well just play all the spades, right? Now it's working. Okay, yeah. It is. It lets people sort of see what's up without being like, what does that one do? We'll go a green joker. Yeah, let's do a green joker run. And a juggler so that I don't have to worry about it as much. And then let's level up, high card. If you're gonna go a stone deck, you're probably gonna go a high card build, right? Them's the rules. That's not entirely true. You can absolutely go pair 3 of a kind or even 4 of a kind, but it's just not the same. High card stone, is this about drugs? Yes, this is the drugs game. You got it. Okay, so, real talk, is Green Joker actually better than just a Supernova, though? I feel like Supernova is probably just better. Oh, this is the one mod that I have installed that actually affects gameplay, besides the, like, free Marble Joker thing. But there are no packs for rarities. So, oh boy, I get to pick one of my favorite common Jokers. Good thing mail-in rebate is common, right? I'll have to take your word on that one. Oh, hologram. Oh, hologram. Marble Joker hologram. Alright, sorry, Green Joker. I've made up my mind. You're actually not that helpful. You're also kind of weird. Yeah, go next. Yeah, Super is retroactive though. That's the thing about Supernova, is it's actually retroactive, so like I can play a bunch of cards and then see it later on. Now it is a little better if you get it early, because then you'll know that you want to do that. I'm so fucking tired. My parents woke me up at like 6. Fuck. So I got a little more than 3 hours of sleep. Damn. So let's see how a high card does. Probably pretty good, I would imagine. Yeah. Solid. Very nice. Alright, just play another. Win that way. Scale up the Supernova, scale up the hologram, win that way. And the trading card will slowly turn my deck into nothing but stone cards. Shame I didn't draw any here. Let's go with a 10, I guess. Card sharp. Another excellent addition. And we go next. The Needle, play only one hand. Well, obviously Card Sharp's not going to do great against that particular boss. So you want me to discard kings. But I'm gonna be real, I really don't want to discard kings. It's a proven trick to help, Jesus. Alright, let's do a little bit of math here. So I think the best play is to just do high card. And just look for as many stone cards as we can. Okay, we found one stone card. Yippee. So this is 85 times 10.5. It's good enough, we win. Repugnant indeed. Alright, let me ban this schmuck. Gotta pull it up on this. Begone, thought. Ah, you got him covered. Excellent. Stuntman actually wouldn't be a bad pickup, but I do kind of like my money right now. And by that I mean, like, I would be getting rid of mail-in rebate. And I like mail-in rebate. What's a soup mod called? A ladle? Be gone. Let's just see if we can just win with high cards. Let's play like this. Yes, we can. Discard all our queens for money. Oh, card sharp. I can't nap, I always just lay awake and never fall asleep. Damn. Damn. Guess you couldn't work for NASA. Not that that was really in the cards anyways, eh? Actually, who needs Hanged Man when you can just tower for more stone? Rough. Oh, you're on mobile, I see. Gros Michel. Grobe? Something like that. I don't know how it's pronounced. Nah, trading card's still doing its job nicely. Sorry, banana. Grow Michael. Money. And then when I play the second one, I'm gonna get all of the points. The tower again, eh? Nah, let me Emperor. More dollarinos. A rocket could be good. If we intend to go long term, this is probably going to be better than mail-in. Not right now, clearly, but later. In the future. Bloodstone, you are in the wrong game right now. Sorry, buddy. Imp on your error. Error. You fool, you discarded the wrong card. You can't sleep in a moving vehicle. Yeah, I get that. Sometimes, I mean, I can sleep in a vehicle, but only sometimes. Not on planes usually. Planes have a little bit too much white noise for me. Unless I'm really tired, then I can. And sometimes I actually plan around that. I'll get the super early morning flight and then like stay up so that I'm super tired by the time I actually get on the flight, and then I fall asleep. Also, I'm playing on black deck. I do have 7 slots because I have a negative, and I hadn't really been considering that, so I've definitely sold things that I haven't needed to. Oh look! Never punished. Highway driving? Yeah, that's usually the circumstance. Ooh, skip for 3 high card levels? No. Ace king, stone stone, and a 4. We are scaling. Square Joker's not worth it on a stone deck. I don't think. Yeah, let's go. More stone. Stone for the stone god. Hanging Chad's really just 100 chips in disguise. 100 chips in a trench coat. Hack twice in a row, eh? This is not good with stone cards since they don't have suit. You have to get rid of all your stone cards for blackboard to work. Queens again, eh? Alright, killed the 3. Where are all my spectral packs at? I guess Sixth Sense counts, sort of. That's like spectral cards. Maybe Sixth Sense could go in over like trading card or something? It is still deleting cards for the next few rounds, or maybe it does just go back in over mail-in and now I can kill 2 cards around. Magician and Sun, I guess. Hello, Pancake. How are you? The Wheel. I wonder if that's a stone card. Alright, let's kill you. Let's Magician... you 2, I guess. And then we'll Sun you 3. And then we'll play this 6. Cryptid. Actually halfway decent. I'll probably hold on to that for a little while. Keep that 8. And go ahead and... yeah, those are definitely stone cards now. The only thing that would make this better would be DNA. DNA would go pretty hard right about now, yes. I would like that. Sock and Buskin, wrong game. Pants, nope. I'll reroll Boss Blinds, although I don't know how many counters there are to stone cards. There aren't very many. Ah, this is what I've been waiting for. Plus 25 chips for each stone card in your full deck. Currently 325. Okay. Well, I kind of got what I wanted here, so get out of here, Sixth Sense. Sure, dick. Boom. I'm the wiener. Card Sharp doing fuck all this game. We don't need him. I'm waiting for a better copy of a stone card, like a stone card with a seal or something, before I use Cryptid. Oh, this is more like what I expect to see. Card dull. He's not a very good poker player. Wow, a 1x throwback. Ooh, I could go hiker and make some hyped up stone cards that have like extra chips on them. That'd probably be better than Card Sharp considering I'm not using him. And I don't know, wheel me, I guess. Modded run invalid. The mod police are gonna come get me. No. More chips, please. Noob. Also, I see that magic trick. Normally I don't like cards in my shop, but I do have hologram. So I can just add crap to my deck. Ooh, Brainstorm. Alright, trading card, you've probably outstayed your welcome. See ya. Gonna get one of these. Eventually I'm gonna need to ditch Supernova, because Brainstorm doesn't work well with it. The next mult card that I see that's actually decent. For the time being, we'll just get another 475 chips and call that good enough. Oh, you know what? I should be duping Hiker is what I should be doing. More chips. Even more chips. Who needs mult? Especially with high card at a flat 10x, like, Supernova's doing good work, but it's definitely beatable. Chips. Oh, wrong one. I meant to move Marble Joker. You, get out of here. I don't want to dupe you. They look the same. There we go. Is that the second black? It is the second black hole this run. Nice. Looking good. Yeah, take my money. Hey DJ, what's up? What's good? I was gonna say, you got any fancy shit for me? No, he doesn't. Skip. Not the plant! My face cards. Hey DJ, chicken. Wait, that's not how that works. You know, in the back of my head, I actually thought, what if he's gonna do like a chicken butt joke? But I was like, no, but that doesn't work because that's not what I said. You have to start with guess what, because it rhymes with chicken butt. See? These suck. I know hologram could get extra mult, but like, no. Alright, that I want because it's got a red seal, I turn it into a stone, and then I start duplicating it. Or so goes the plan. Well, you thought wrong. What? Pancake toast, what? There you go, you got it. Stuck the landing. -1 stone card. Well, my face cards were debuffed. Basically unwinnable at this point, right? Hello, Kent Ninja. How are you this evening? Damn, I've kind of been hoping for a copy of the tower here, but you know what? Let's actually make another Red Seal 6. Once we get the tower, maybe it'll be easier to actually find the one we want. Next. Ooh, free negative? There's no way that could ever be bad. Got a cold, but doing well. Damn. Everyone out here getting sick. Well, hope you are properly medicated. And that you feel better soon. Ooh. Face cards held in hand. Not helpful. Don't have too many of those. How many of those do I still have anyways? I guess I still have 10 of my face cards. It's not too bad. 10 or 11. Ooh, here we go. More stone cards. One random joker disabled every hand. No, my supernova. Anyways. Ah yes, more stone please. Can I get a rock and stone? Money. Clearance sale. Increase your purchasing power. Actually, Hanged Man me. I want to get rid of some of these cards. Maybe I'll get rid of the face cards last, though. We've got a 72 card deck, and it doesn't really need to be that big. This is not getting past Anti-10, by the way. I'm glad you're always such a beacon of positivity in my chat. Bro, your YouTube shorts get heaps of views. I know, right? Like, they're kind of popping off. I posted one yesterday for 9 Kings that for some reason the algorithm just gave out to a bunch of bots or something, and it got like 500 views in the, not 500, but like 300 views in the first like 20 minutes, but nobody actually watched the video, and I was like, algorithm kind of fucked up on that one. It had like a 10% stayed to watch rate compared to like an 85% for most of my other shorts. I was like, the fuck are you guys doing this time? What's all this? But I guess it figured its shit out overnight because the numbers all went up. I think a lot of that was spam anyways. I think people love your Balatro tips and tricks. You think? Maybe I could do a series on that. A shorter, just a short series or something. I once tried to do like a video series on those that were kind of on the shorter side, but I just didn't like how they turned out. So I dropped the idea at the time, but I should really revisit it. Bro, we just need to find polychrome. It's that easy. But the Nine Kings one was, I thought it was a pretty good one, but yeah, it got recommended to, like, I don't know, some like soccer moms or something. I don't know, people who don't watch Nine Kings content, because nobody gave a shit at first. They figured it out eventually. They were like, maybe we should recommend this to some other people. Go. The Nine King Rat Invasion. Yeah, I'm actually going to make a second short out of that same run for when we crashed the game later on. I was trying to put that all in one, but then I got to the end of the Nanif part, and we were already at like a minute and a half, and I was like, I don't know if I can fit this all in there. So I'll just split it up into 2. Nah, this one still. Alright, hologram is no longer scaling at the same rate. I need to stop just taking crap cards. Hello. Okay. So we replace Supernova. And you can just kind of sneak in here and we'll just cycle between these 3. Hello there, General Kenobi. With shorts, I haven't quite figured out the perfect time to have those at. For some reason, I've just been sticking with what has worked so far. I've been getting lots of views when I post them at like 2 in the morning my time. I don't think like there's probably a better way to do that, but that's just when I posted the first couple and they worked, so I've been doing it that way. Alright, how many stone cards do we have? Like a lot of stone cards. Most of these don't even have extra chips on them. At some point I'm gonna want to get rid of Marble Joker. For the time being, I don't need the scaling on holograms, so I'm just gonna do it this way. Right, like, this is actually even a good thing, I would say, being able to play extra hands for the extra hiker value. Blueprint goes hard. Do you know who I hate? Is it Kim Jong-un? I feel like that was a pretty good guess, right? No? Okay, well, we're gonna have a different conversation after this. Should I reconsider my life choices if I go on YouTube just to see DJ's Stone Hard deck? No, I think you're in the right place. I'm gonna take that and turn that into a stone card as well. $20 more. Money was on sale. None of that. Go next. One, two, three, four, five. Go. It's glass haters. Who hates glass in this game? Ooh. You know what? Let's actually turn one of these stone cards that I haven't used before into one of the red seal ones. Okay, let's do it again. Another one. Oh, just like... I feel like nobody really hates glass, though. I feel like that might be a little bit overblown, no pun intended. Ooh. Oh! Yes, that one mod coming in clutch here, and it's gonna prove to us why it's not balanced. Which one would I like? Well, only one of these is any good. Here. Stone Joker out here given 1,175 chips. Maybe it's about time I got rid of Rocket then. Or, you know what? Let's be real. Is Hiker doing all that much anymore? The only one who hates glass is those who use it with the oops all sixes. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's just Hiker. Sorry, bro. This dude's at 1,175 chips. It's gonna be hard to top that. Let's move this guy over. Let's start getting copies of High Card because I have Observatory already, I believe. Yeah, I already have Observatory. Let's look for High Card. Not that that's like the easiest thing in the world to find, but we're gonna do our best. Alright, just give me the fucking Mercury for now then. There you go. Sell all of these for $3. And then move Hologram over, and I'm sure this will win just fine. I didn't notice that more Joker packs were on. I only have the part 2 one, the like types of packs one. Because that other one's just a little too busted. The one that's like, okay, now I pick packs of packs, and from that pack I pick more packs of packs, and these are free, and this one has a legendary, and that one has, you know what I mean? Like, that was before I got the blueprint and the Perkio. Well, I don't know. Give me a jack. I have reserve parking. That'll come in handy, right? And I gotta reroll once so that I can get a copy of something so that I can sell it. for the same amount of money that I re-rolled for. Huge. Net zero. But at least nobody will yell at me for not doing it. Playing high card is going to set my money to zero. That's kind of rude. I'll do my best to play a pair, I guess. Hopefully they give me one. Never punished. Assuming this wins. It does. How do you have the completionist plus and still never remember where the vouchers are? Hey man, sometimes you're just clicking. Sometimes you're just clicking. That's what I want right there. I almost used it accidentally. That would have been rough. Jorkin deck when? I really don't need to be scaling this Marble Joker anymore. I just am. Be sure to copy you. Nice. This Perkio alone is gonna take us for another like 3 antes, I think. Use Vampire on the stone deck and just get a deck full of just random crap. We have no idea what those stone cards are. The Vampire sucks off the rock hard deck. Could you not copy the tower 3 times? I was kind of hoping for some copies of Pluto there, buddy. Foil Stone Joker, that'll help, yes. Now it's 1550. Cool. Buy a consumable other than Pluto. Shocked Mercure misbehaves. Listen, I'm just looking for 50-50 here. I'm not asking for the world. Ankh, just kill the entire run. Absolutely, sign me up. There we go, Sigil. None of that is helpful. Very nice. All face cards are drawn face down. No! My stone cards are now clubs. I may be wrong, but probably, maybe, perhaps this guy likes stone cards. Just a little bit here. Just a little bit. Like, it's more of a passing trend. Seltzer, get even more stone for my stone. Crystal ball, that'll help, maybe. It's a shame the idol can't just say nothing. Alright, Perkio, I'm watching you this time. Here, I'm gonna hold on to a Temperance and an Emperor. Let's see what you do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, now you'll behave. Oops, didn't move Marble Joker over. Honestly, that's fine. Chariot you. Hang you and you since you don't have any bonus chips on you. Discard you. Sell you. And play you. Idol is not on the stone this time. What happens if you try to chariot a stone? It will turn into whatever the card that's actually under here is. So when you turn a card into a stone card, it actually does keep the suit and the rank of whatever it was. And then if you ever remove the stone, it goes back to the way it was, but with the steel enhancement, if in the case of a chariot. The Marble Joker, I think, just adds random ones, so we have no fucking clue what's under there. No stone flush? Yeah. Really overlooked that option. What am I looking for right now exactly? A death. That's what I'm looking for. We're figuring it out as we go. Wheel. Ooh, another foil. That'll go well with these 1600 chips. Forgot to move the marble again. Really, again, quite okay with that. Just do that. Then probably, like, discard all of this. Try to find one of those, red seal ones. Or at least a purple seal one. Ooh, is that a raid? A raid, another one. Wow. We're getting raided like crazy these days. Plague Docs TV, thank you for the raid. 14 viewers, that's a lot of viewers. How are you doing? We are making some stone cards. Just a few. I'm doing great. Let's go with stoned. Oh, that's all my discards, very well. Yep, that would have been exactly where we would have died if we hadn't found the Perkio. Found. I hope everybody in this raiding party is doing amazing. Polychrome, that's what we're looking for right there. Let's see if we can turn that into a stone card. I'm gonna go hunting. Hunting for a tower. Perhaps, maybe. Invisible Joker works too. What type of game is this? This is called Balatro. This is it's like a roguelike deck building game that's very loosely based on poker. So you get a bunch of cards in your hand, And you're essentially, I mean, in a normal run, you would be trying to play certain poker hands like flushes and straights and such to get points and beat the score requirements, which are rather high at this point because we've already gone into like the endless mode. But in my case, I've edited my deck like crazy so that most of my cards are just these various stone cards that are basically just a bunch of chips and that's it. It's a meme deck through and through. You should be able to, if you'd like to, we have a plugin that allows you to hover over these cards up at the top and it'll tell you what they do. Hopefully, if it's working correctly. We never did find that tower, which is unfortunate because that is the one we wanted to use it on. So yeah, basically I'm just playing a bunch of cards like this. It's gonna level down my high card. That's just rude, really. It's not really gonna change anything, but it is rude. DJ is stoned. That's not incorrect. It's not entirely correct either, but it's not incorrect. There we go. There's our tower. This allows us to turn a card into a stone card. Alrighty. Let's check a standard pack, see if there's any cards to add to our deck. Another polychrome. Increase our odds of finding one of those. Ooh, forgot to use the Perkio duplicator though. 47 billion. Can we do that? Is that doable? Not sure. Death, okay. That's another good one. Get rid of those. Damn, no polychrome. Alright, we're gonna do this then. And play these 5 stone cards. Hopefully that's good. This is the highest score you've seen in Balatro? Oh, we can definitely go higher than this. We can do better than this. This is totally a meme deck. Okay, so we have an invisible joker here that after 2 rounds we can sell this card to duplicate a random joker. I do not want to duplicate this crap, so I'm selling that so that I don't duplicate it. All of the others I'm pretty okay with. This is more of a meme than anything. It's not actually that good to duplicate, but alright. Another brainstorm. Even more duplication. And we got our polychrome here, so I can use my tower on that. There we go, we got a polychrome stone card. Let's hang these. And let's do none of that. None of that is good. The hologram is absolutely carrying my ass right now. It's at 20.5x. So having the stone cards is good or bad? It depends on what you're doing. So in my case, it's good just because I have a lot of synergies with it. I have, for example, every time I add a card to my deck, I get a little bit of mult on this card. This card adds stone cards to my deck automatically, which increases this mult. And then I also have this card, which gives me chips, which is like the other half of the scoring equation. Also, I just realized my camera is cutting off the top of my head. This gives me chips based on how many stone cards I have. So there's just a lot of synergies in here that make them good, but they aren't always good. Depends on what you're playing. In fact, I would say this is probably the thing I do the least, is stone card based decks when I'm like playing to win. Okay, and then we move the hologram over, and we just play 5 random cards. We in the E's? We are in the E's, just shy of E13. Bore 'em with Barren Mime, the most boring of the options. Or perhaps second only to Photo Chad. Alright, go next. Be sure to move Perkio over because it copies at the end of the shop. So we get a whole bunch of copies of this. We move the Marble Joker over because when you select Blind is when it adds all the stone cards. And then you move the hologram over because that's actually how you score all your points. Go. Okay, cool. Just trying to understand how to play. Yeah, absolutely. This game is actually fairly easy to learn, as overwhelming as all of this might look from the outside. This is a run that's very, very late. We're on ante 14, so the stuff here actually isn't all that overwhelming if you start at, you know, the beginning of the run. Also, I definitely do see that extra invisible Joker. I just have no idea what I'm gonna get rid of for it. Perhaps it's time for Stone Joker to go, even though it's at over 2,000 chips. Balatro is one of those games where you'll learn the more you play. Absolutely. I've watched for ages and didn't understand till I played. Yeah, and then you play through the tutorial or 1 or 2 runs, and all of a sudden, it just makes sense. If you'd like, after this run dies in an ante or 2, I could probably do a quick run where I just kind of explain everything as I'm going through. Let's go ahead and sell this Stone Joker. I'm losing out on 2,075 chips by doing this, but I want to see how far this run can go, so it is something that needs to be done. E13. Ooh, I don't even know if I can do that. I'll try. I think I need to find some of those polychrome stone cards. That one won't do. Hierophant is not it. Sell that. We did get this polychrome. We've got 2 copies of Death. Let's do this with that one, and then probably do polychrome, and then like this, as many chips as we can get, plus a polychrome. We'll see if that wins. It'll be close. I think it'll win, but not by a lot. Thank you for the follow, Plague Docs. I'm gonna lurk anyway, man. Dropped you a follow. Thank you very much. Lurk away. I hope your stream was excellent. None of that's any good. I think we just straight go next right away. Ooh, forget that marble again. Hologram's really suffering because of me here. Hang those. Hang those. And play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And be sure to move the hologram. Ah, yes. Thank you for that, Dex and Mex. The link to the Discord server for those who are interested. Generally just for like updates, seeing when I'm going live and such like that, but I also hang out and chat with people pretty regularly. Trance? I guess I could take a trance. It's a little late in the run to be taking a blue seal right now, but... Alright, what do you got for me? Second Perkio. Very cool. Holographic Perkio. Not particularly helpful. Patriot Purger. Purger? Purger. Purger. I saw it, and I thought it said burger because it was small, and then I was like, no, that's a P, and then I just said Purger instead of burger. Patriot Purger, thank you for the follow. Alright. Go next. 4 more Plutos and another copy of Death. Not the worst you could hit, but still bad scoring-wise. Yeah, I could have hit Marble Joker. That would have been the end of that, but probably the second worst thing I could have hit. Hello, where are all my cool stone cards? These are my lame stone cards. Just a bunch of lame stone cards. Alright, so I can beat this one easily enough. Mostly due to the Perkio. Baron. It's not too late to switch to Baron Mime, right? I've got 2 kings. And no mime. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to roll down here. We need E16, and I do not currently have E16. So it is time that we roll down and look for something. Money on sale? Nope, garbage. Alright, dupe me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more Plutos. That'll probably get us up to E14, but that's about it. Unless I find my polychromes here soon, that will definitely be the end of the run. And the game is not super keen on giving me my polychromes right now. Doesn't matter how many discards I have to get through a 108 card deck. Nope. Okay, I can make as many steel cards as I can, I guess. Which is, 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go. Nanim strictly on Observatory? You know, there was a time when I would have wanted to, like, try to do that, but I don't know if, I don't know how possible it is. Actually, I think we might actually be able to make it out of this. That was a lot better than I expected. Oh, hello, Smokey. Smokey, did you want to get up here? Come on. Come on, fuzzy boy. Yes. I have a cat. He's our mascot. Smokey. Yeah. Stop cutting off the bottom of my head. There we go. Yeah. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you'd need 7 exactly. You need a lot of copies of Pluto. You would need to be duplicating off rip. Cause like, in theory, you can last that long, right? You can get to round 100 as long as you're playing every single round and you get like the observatory, or not the observatory, the hieroglyph and the petroglyph. You could get 100 around, or 100 rounds, but you'd need to be duplicating like 9 per round. That $3 will save me. I could always take Stone Joker back. He wouldn't get me very far, but I could technically do it. Alright. So apparently we are gonna make it through this ante. I didn't think we were, but apparently we are. So we got one more ante in us here. Let's go ahead and play this. Should be good. Yeah, you need Perkio round 1 with already having 6 copies of Blueprint Brainstorm to get 700 copies by round 100, assuming you play on Plasma deck. Correct. So, not feasible. Granted, you do have other Joker slots, so like, maybe in theory you could like sneak in a Baron or a Mime, or you could sneak in like some Steel cards. I feel like there's ways you could maybe make that a little bit easier on yourself playing against the Serpent, right? Playing against the Serpent would definitely help. If you've got the hand size, you'll have a hand size of 10. And with the Serpent, if you've got the full 6 hands and 5 discards, you'd get an extra 20 cards. So you could do 30 extra from the Steels. If they're red seals, that's 60. If you get a Baron right around then, that's 120, right? And then you don't need quite as many. But yeah, basically impossible. Basically impossible. Go next. I preemptively got rid of all my money, so I don't have any to spend on things. No repeat hand types. Very well. Just take the high cards. I know it's winning. Strictly Observatory. Strictly Observatory? Am I allowed to level up any of my hands? Or is it just strictly level 1 high card? Because if that's the case, I think you need like 900. Not 700. Reroll surplus. Alrighty. And let's take a death and a tower. None of this matters. We're gonna lose. I know I just said that, but we're definitely gonna lose here. I don't even know what card might exist that would allow us to continue winning. Like, I could take a Justice. And a Chariot. I didn't even remember to duplicate the Perkio. And I don't want to duplicate the Marble Joker, it's not worth it. At this point, duplicating this is just gonna make it less likely for me to find the one Polychrome stone card in my whole damn deck. Okay. Justice, the Polychrome. Sell the Moon. Chariot the King. Death this into a King. Play the Queen. Plus you, and you. This will get me up to, I'm gonna say, E18. Is my guess. E19. Not bad. Still gonna lose, but not bad. So it's like poker and tarot cards. Correct. Poker, tarot cards, and planet cards. If you're wondering what's going on up here in this corner this whole time, I essentially have a card that's creating a bunch of duplicates of planets, and each planet corresponds to a certain kind of hand type in poker. In this case, Pluto is high card, which is the type of hand that I've been playing. And I have a voucher this run that allows me to get extra mult depending on how many of those I have in my consumables. So Perkio has been carrying this run by just creating a bunch of duplicates of those. Alright, 07s everyone, 07s. This is the last hurrah. I guess I could discard, look for extra stone cards, or steel cards, but that's just... I'm not gonna find them. Not in this size deck. My massive deck has backfired. It's not about the size of the deck, it's about how you use it. Deck so big it had its own gravitational field. Collapsed in on itself, created a black hole. 07s. Alright, let's do another run here. For those of you in chat who have played the game before, go ahead and type in chat which deck you would like me to do, but I'm going to do like a run where I kind of explain my thought process as I go. First though, out of water. Need to go get some more and potentially use the restroom because I need to go. I'll be back in a moment. I return. Empty bladder. Alright, erratic. Chair stream, let's fucking go. Red deck on white stake. That does make sense. It is the first deck you play. When you load into the game, you're gonna be playing on red deck. Gold stake, black deck. Yeah, that'll be the easiest way to teach people how to play. Yeah, let's just do a red deck. Red deck, white stake. This is the very first game people will play, for those of you who haven't played before. Essentially, you're gonna come into a blind like this, or an ante like this, rather. You're gonna see small blind, big blind, and a boss. You have to play your way through. Every time you do, the ante goes up by 1, and everything gets harder. After every fight, you will see a shop, or if you don't want to do a fight, you can skip, and it'll give you something good. Depends. So for this one, there will be a free rare joker in the shop if I were to skip this and I don't have to fight it. But you can't skip bosses. Right, and this plays just like poker at the very beginning. You draw 8 cards. I get that that's not exactly like poker, but the hand types are all the same as poker, and you can assume that the better hand type in poker will score more points, but that will quickly devolve into not being true. It's just sort of the baseline for the game. So I'm playing a straight here. Don't mind this, it's Pride Month. But you earn some money. Ooh. Don't pay attention to this. This is a mod. Normally you'll see in the shop 2 jokers and then some packs and a voucher. The voucher refreshes every ante, gives you a permanent buff. The packs contain some choices of different cards you might be able to do, and then the shop itself contains just some things that you can see just right here, right? So I could just take this scholar that gives aces, chips, and mult. Or I could open this buffoon pack, and inside there will be some random options. So here I would probably take the ride the bus, because as you can see it gives a sort of stacking bonus. It does have a downside, which is that I can't play face cards anymore or it resets, but the fact that it stacks as I play hands means that it's going to be good for the whole game. And I'll go ahead and take that and go to the next blind. You also have access to some discards. You can discard up to 5 cards if you don't like them. I see most of a flush here, but it does have face cards involved, so maybe not, right? Okay, we have part of a straight, 8-7-6. We also have 4 hearts. Let's go for the flush still. Yeah, here we go. A flush that doesn't involve face cards. And your score is going to be based on the chips that you have. That's this blue number times your mult. This card gives mult. Any card that you play has a base number of chips based on its ranks. So like 10s and face cards are 10, ace is 11, and all the numbered cards are just their number. So here we have a 3 of a kind. It's a pretty solid hand. And there you go. We got enough points. These are a different aspect of this game. It's called Judgment. They're called tarot cards, generally. And they all allow you to... Usually they involve editing your deck, so you don't have to stick with this standard deck of cards. You can change them. But there are also some tarots that do other things, like this. This will create a random joker. And, you know, I'm pretty okay with that. This you can ignore. This is a modded aspect of the game that I have installed. It allows me to find packs of certain rarities rather than just the standard packs that one might see. I'll try to avoid opening those, but maybe I'll open one later on just for the fun of it. We have +3 mult when using hearts. Okay. And let's see if we can get, like, maybe a 2-pair. Ooh, flush. Flush works, too. Just no face cards. That's my only requirement right now. Spectral packs. Spectral packs are much like Arcana packs. They allow you to edit your deck, but oftentimes they come with a downside. Not always, but sometimes. For example, if I want to, I can destroy one of these cards at random, and it'll add 4 enhanced numbered cards to my hand. Now, I kind of like that, because enhanced numbered cards means no face cards, right? Less face cards. I'm more likely to draw the numbered cards if I had more numbered cards. This one allows me to add a blue seal to a card in my hand, and what that means is that if I keep the card that has the blue seal in my hand, if I don't play it, at the end of the round, I will get like a level for the hand that I played to win with. So let's go ahead and throw that on one of my face cards. Since I don't intend to play my face cards, they will likely stick around in my hand. And here we go, into ante 2. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 is a straight. So you're not playing... Excuse me. So you're not playing against the computer, you're shooting for a certain score. Correct. That is correct. And I'm trying my best to not play face cards. No face cards right now. 2 pair. That's decent. Normally this is not the greatest hand, but given that I'm sort of scaling here, right, it's still an okay enough hand to win. And you saw that we had the blue seal in our hand there at the end. We get a planet card here, Uranus, my anus, whatever you prefer. It levels up the hand that we won with, which, as I said, was a 2-pair. So it gains some base chips, and it gains some base mult. So now when we play a 2-pair, it's going to be a little bit better. You can see that it's now actually better than a 3 of a kind, 40 times 3 versus 30 times 3. Okay, seeing double, 2x mult if a played hand has a scoring club and a scoring card of any other suit. Exzuki, thank you for the follow. I hope I'm pronouncing those right, I'm probably not. So 2x mult as long as I'm scoring a club and something else. This is a pretty good card, honestly. I think I will take this. and we'll go next. Okay, don't want to do this. In fact, I see a 2-pair here. Maybe I'll just play this. Solid. 1080. Discard these. Here's another 2-pair here. Now I am going to do something here. I do want to find that blue seal if I can, because if I find the blue seal, then I can get another level for the hand. I already know that this 2-pair is going to win, so I'm just using all of my discards to try and find it, and we did. I also have a full house here, so I'm going to play that instead. So we get a level on full house. Oh, and I've kind of been skipping through that money screen at the end. You get money for, depending on which blind you're facing, so big blind gives more than small blind, or boss blind gives more than big blind, and then you get money based on how many hands you have left, and you get money based on how much money you still have. So you get, like, interest. Also, we have got an ad break starting soon, so I'm gonna hold off and chat with chat a little bit here, just so that we don't, you know, leave people behind on the explanations. I do run minimum ads here. Just minimum ads so that we don't get pre-rolls. Because pre-rolls suck. Hi, Smokey. Did you want to get back up here? Yeah, ad currently in progress. How's everyone's day doing? Everyone having a great day? Come on, Smokes. Yeah? Come on. Sore day after the gym. Hey, at least you got out there in the morning, it sounds like. Are you getting up here or not, Smokes? Come on. Don't just yell at me from down there. Get up here. Be the change you want to see, Smokey. Goofy tail. Be the change you want to see, Smokey. Alright, ad's almost over, so let's go ahead and get back into it. I am going to just pass here. And we're playing against the boss, the Hook. So every boss has a little bit of a gimmick involved as well. For example, this boss says every time I play a hand, discard 2 random cards. At work, but I appreciate all the explanations. Absolutely. Saber Judo just followed. Thank you for the follow. I take every opportunity to get people into this game because I very much enjoy it. Discard 2 random cards per hand played. Now, this could be a good thing, this could also be a bad thing depending on the deck you're playing. Right, if you're playing a deck that relies heavily on cards held in hand, so there are some enhancements that do that, right, this boss could absolutely screw you by discarding all the ones you want to keep in your hand, such as that blue seal, right, it could discard that. But on the other hand, maybe you want to be able to mill your deck, and playing a hand and then actually getting rid of some extra cards on top of that could actually be a good thing. I would like this voucher. It permanently gives me +1 hand per round. That's a really good voucher, just flat out. Alright, and I will also take a Scholar. Played aces give chips and malt. And also because it has an addition on it, which is just like a rare gimmicky thing that gives it +10 malt, it's even better. Look for 10s and 9s. There we go, that's a 2 pair. It will trigger the seeing double. So so we win in 1. And we get another level of Uranus. My anus. Ah, the banana. Plus 15 mult, and a chance that it dies at the end of the round. Plus 15 mult is just a really solid base amount of mult. For a common joker, Michel is quite good. Ooh, 84 on the math test. That's pretty good. That's a pretty solid score. Congratulations. What happens if you fail tests like that? Is this the type of school where you just have to like do makeups, or is this the type of school where they're like, yeah, you lose forever. Go back a year, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Ice cream, 100 chips, minus 5 chips for every hand played. So this is the kind of joker that just kind of gets worse as the game goes on, but for now it's quite good. 100 chips is nice. Cards drawn face down after each hand played. So essentially the cards you draw after you play a hand and don't win, they come to you face down, which is it's definitely a big counter. It's a very hard boss on some of the higher difficulties where you get fewer discards. This deck is actually very good against it because you get so many extra discards. So like it gives you the hand those cards face down and you just throw them all away. You're like, get this out of here. Baseball card. Uncommon jokers each give 1.5x mult. Now we only have one uncommon joker that's seeing double, but 1.5x mult is also pretty good. So I think I will take this still. And we'll be on the lookout for more uncommon rarity jokers in the future. Like maybe there's one in this buffoon. There is. Oh wait, never mind. I thought Chaos the Clown was uncommon. Chaos the Clown is in fact just normal common. Never mind, I don't want him. I've changed my mind. Okay, we can also change some of the suits on our cards. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get rid of some hearts and make some spades. And we'll go to the next round. On the test, I need an average of 40% to write the exam. If you don't have 40%, you redo the semester. Oh, fuck that. That's rough. I mean, it makes sense, but still. Rough. Okay, this probably won't win. I lied, it did win. I was gonna say because seeing double won't proc, but looks like we did it even without seeing double. Here we go. All planet cards and celestial packs are free, but more importantly, this is uncommon. That's really why I want it. And now I can buy this Earth for free. And give me another hand per round. We're up to 6. Let's go for another flush. That last flush worked pretty well. I don't see why this one wouldn't. Alrighty, and then maybe like 2 pair aces, if I could be so lucky. There we go, aces over 10s, and throw away the 2. Oh, you need an average of 40%. Oh, that's not the worst then, I guess, as long as you're decent in a couple of specific. I see that. Alright, I can just buy every single planet I see for free, so I'm gonna do that. Square Joker makes a lot of sense. It only gains 4 chips if I play a hand that has exactly 4 cards, But with ice cream slowly falling off and my current best hand that I play a lot being 2 pair, which is exactly 4 cards, it makes a lot of sense to take square joker here. And we're just gonna strictly look for 2 pairs. And it's okay if we no longer win in one hand, as long as we are scaling. Here we go. Free Celestial pack, I'll take that. Level up our full house. And roll a couple times, see what we get. None of that. Go next. Let's look for perhaps a 10. Nope, can't use jacks. Perhaps a 10. Okie dokie, perhaps a 10. There, we'll take 9s. That's like not what I asked for, but it is a 2 pair nonetheless. And I'd say I'd probably replace Square Joker if we see a decent uncommon. That is not a decent uncommon, that's a very bad uncommon. That's a decent uncommon though. A rocket ship. Notably it's foil, so the chips that I'm losing from Square Joker aren't really even relevant, because I get 50 chips back from the addition. The money it gives is pretty lackluster, but it's a 1.5x from being uncommon with baseball card, and I think at this point we can just kinda play any 2 pair so long as it's got a club, and we'll probably be alright for the rest of this run. I think 2 pair aces over 8s. Yeah, we're getting 35k. The final boss on white stake difficulty is only 100k, so we're already getting there, and we are scaling with each passing round, so it's only gonna get better. Let's make some extra clubs, actually. That makes a lot of sense, is to make some extra clubs. We don't want to make too many clubs, because if it's all clubs, then seeing double still can't trigger, but having some extra clubs would be nice. Like this. Just a couple. And I can play 5 cards now. This is an important detail. Ride the Bus does say consecutive hand played without a scoring face card. This king is a kicker. It doesn't actually score in the 2 pair that I'm playing, which means I can actually play this and it will not reset my Ride the Bus. Now, if only I could find an uncommon to replace Astronomer, we would be absolutely killing it out here. Alright, let's hang some face cards. The less of them I see, the less I have to worry about forgetting to not ride the bus or whatever. Mime. Mime is good. I'll take a mime. We could also skip here. This is an okay skip. I generally, when you get up to the higher difficulties, I always say that skipping is bad, but sometimes it's fun too anyways. This one's going to create a free negative joker in the shop, and negative jokers don't count towards your slot limit, so it essentially allows you to take some free ones. Alright, there's our 2 pair. Let's go ahead and make another blue seal. And play this 2 pair. Great. Cash out. Alright, so we get our scholar back. There you go. We got a scholar back, but it's negative this time, so he can stick around. So in this pack, we have... okay, so we could create a copy of a random Joker and then destroy all the others. This is a horrible choice, obviously, because we have this really good lineup. We could add negative to a random Joker and lose a hand size. This is okay for us, because I kind of like a lot of these. So I'm okay with adding negative to them. And then we get an extra Joker slot. The -1 hand size is detrimental, but we're only going for 2 pairs, which is not the hardest thing to find. Like, if we were going for straight flushes, -1 hand size would be horrible. But this is okay here. I don't want more face cards. I could add another blue seal, but we do have 2 of them now, so it's not super necessary. Thanks, Soup. Gotta get back to work. Absolutely. Thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna go ahead and continue with this just in case there's other people in chat that are interested, but we're already on anti-6. So let me go ahead and do ectoplasm. And we'll go ahead and make another trance on like 10, I guess. And we can now take an extra Joker, which I guess I'll just take the blue Joker for now. And we'll go next. Look at that. Right away, we got the 2 pair. Let's hunt for one of those blue seals if we can find one. Did not find one. Play the 2 pair with the king kicker. Money. Okay, so can we find something better than Blue Joker? Yes, right away we find Campfire. This allows you to get extra mult every time you sell something. But it resets when you go to when you finish a boss. So you can like buy and sell things like this to get extra value on it. There's our 2 pair. Let's go hunting again. Oh, blue seals, where have you gone? I've been abandoned. Card Sharp, uncommon, big, ×3 if poker hand if has already been played this round. And since we're consistently playing one type of hand, this feels like a really good pickup. I don't quite have the money to be using Campfire anyways. I can't really be buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell right now when I don't really have any good way to make money. I could look for gold cards and use them in conjunction with mine, but, I mean, it's not easy to just manifest gold cards whenever you want them, so it's probably better to just take the Card Sharp. Cash out for 19 bucks anyways. You know what? Let's go ahead and open up some of these modded packs just to see they're all common in there. Mary Andy, no thank you. Supernova would probably be an okay pickup, but not at this point in the game. Buy a chariot, buy a fool, go next. And let's see if we can make some chariots out of the blue seal cards. Since we want to keep them in hand anyways, it makes a lot of sense to make them steel, because steel says ×1.5 mult while it's in your hand. So it just makes sense. What am I supposed to do with that? Get out of here. We have no idea what that is. I could not tell you for sure. I do not like that I keep drawing all of these cards face down. That being said, I have to wonder if I can just play. Okay, that was a 3. Yeah, we're getting 10,000 points even on a high card. That's pretty solid. Our pair is actually quite good. Perhaps our pair could win us this anyways. Let's go ahead and get rid of that king. We have 6 hands as well. Yeah, we'll be fine. There's a pair of aces. Let's go ahead and chariot again. Pair of aces is probably winning. So you can see that boss got a little bit dicey because I kind of low rolled the odds a little bit there, and I kept having to be like, is this what I actually want to play? Because if I play the wrong thing, I might get stuck with like a hand type that I didn't want, or God forbid I play a high card. Or a face card, rather. 3x on a 3 of a kind, 4x on a 4 of a kind. I'm not playing those hand types, but this would be a very fun combination because it's contains. So if you were playing 4 of a kind, you could take both of these and get a 12x. Retriggers aren't helpful in this deck. Alright, here's our final boss for this run. There's 5 final bosses. All cards are debuffed until you sell at least 1 Joker. Now that might sound bad on the surface, but there's actually a couple of different ways to counter that boss. The first one's probably the most simple, and it probably just might be the first thing that comes to someone's mind, which is just sell your worst Joker. But there is another way to do it that you will likely see me employ because I think I can. Okay, go digging for the blue seal. There it is. Let's go ahead and use the death for a 2 onto an ace of clubs. And then do this. I used the death because you only have 2 slots for consumables, and I'm going to be getting 2 consumables. Alrighty, this is the last shop before the final boss, so if you don't intend to go into the endless mode, it usually makes sense to just roll down all of your money here and now. And I'll go ahead and show that off. Alright, don't want any of that. Turtle Bean wouldn't be bad. Extra hand size never hurts. But we don't need it. Let's check the spectral pack, or not spectral, planet pack, celestial pack, whatever they're called. And we'll go next. Alright, so you have the option, of course, to sell a Joker. In my case, I would probably sell Scholar because it's the one I rely on the least. It's common. I don't always play aces in the first place, right? It hasn't scaled to like Ride the Bus, and these are all uncommon. So ideally you would probably just sell Scholar, but you also can just play hands. Just because these cards are debuffed doesn't mean this isn't still a 2-pair, right? In fact, because they're debuffed, technically these aren't considered face cards, and I can actually play this without resetting Ride the Bus, even though it's clearly face cards. That being said, I do kind of still want to scale my blue seal here going into endless, so I will go ahead and discard and sell. There we go. 10s over 5s with a 4 kicker. Go. Nuno Armindo? Armindo? Am I pronouncing that right? Hello. How are you? Alright, and we could just go next. I'm doing well as well. I am just playing through a little bit of Balatro as I sort of go through and explain my thought process for any new players that might be hanging around. We just beat NT8, we just beat the final boss, so we are here in Endless. Okay, and then there's also a very small chance that you just get a natural negative Joker that just doesn't take up a card slot. This is just, for me, it's just a free 21 mult. This isn't like crazy, you can see right, the bus is already at 30, but it's helpful. It's just a little bit of extra. Still don't want to play face cards, get those out of my sight. There we go, 2 pair 5s over 4s. We've got the club for the seeing double, and go. I don't know why I like 2 pair so much. 2 pair is like strictly harder to play than 1 pair, and it doesn't actually scale all that much faster. So I don't really know why I would like it, but I do. I just do. Probably because you get to play those extra couple of cards. What does the Joker in the middle do? Are we talking about this one here, seeing double? 2x mult if played hand has a scoring club and a scoring card of any other suit. Someone finally noticed, I see. I have a mod installed that makes it say soup instead of shop. It's oddly relevant. It's not like I made the mod or anything, but I am DJ Soup and Salad, which, I mean, it's just like a little on the nose, right? Lose $1 per card played. That's just rude, honestly. That's not even like a counter to any one particular deck. It's just like, I'm gonna take your money. Yes, for Pride Month. We also have some, I think mult cards also are rainbow colored instead of just red. Just a couple little things here and there. Most of the mods are just for show. I only have like 1 installed that actually really does anything gameplay-wise. And I've been trying to avoid it for this run anyways. You'll quickly realize that in Endless mode, scores scale really fast. Things get out of control very quickly, so it's very hard to keep up in Endless. But it's always a fun challenge to see how far your insanely cracked run goes. Like, this run is okay for me. I would say that this is an okay run. It's very good for winning. Obviously, we really weren't even concerned at any point during this game, but for going endless, this one's like okay. Showman. Okay, so this is an important mechanic that people may or may not be aware of. Normally when you buy a Joker or a planet or anything that you own or can see in the shop currently, you will never see another copy of it. Showman is the Joker that allows that to not be the case. You can now see multiple copies of whatever it might be. That is not a winner, but I'm gonna play it anyways. I know it's not a winner because it doesn't have Seeing Double. There we go. 2 pair. With Seeing Double, with 2 steel cards, with Card Sharp, this is gonna get well over 2 million. Hype. That is what that says, right? Sometimes it's hard to see. Yes. I need to get some other emotes going. I could probably come up with a couple. And this is one of the mods, by the way. It's just a pack of only uncommons. Not that any of these are really all that great. Hack? Nah. Wheel of Fortune? Nope. Alright, clubs are debuffed. That's an issue. Because Seeing Double will never proc. Also, I'm having trouble just finding a 2 pair in the first place. Did you want to give me one of those? I guess I could just play a normal pair, but I can't believe you've done this. That's not even a pair. Ugh. Something tells me we're gonna lose here, guys. Sneaking Suspicion after drawing no pair again. That is crazy weak. Alright, there we go. At least we're getting a Card Sharp there. And we can get a pair here with a steel card. That's something, right? And, 07s. Good effort, good effort. Rough. Not that rough, really. Like, we're on ante-10. That's just a rough round in particular. Why not 2 pair with 10s? Wouldn't have mattered. Unfortunately. We did not have our... we didn't have Card Sharp on 2 pair yet, because we hadn't found any 2 pairs. And then we also didn't have, Seeing Double, and the Mime was giving us double value on the steel, so it was like, it was pretty much a wash at best. If we had gotten a 2 pair earlier in the blind, then that 2 pair probably would have gotten us over the top that we needed, but we didn't, so. Alright, let's do one more run. Though first, I believe I need to... Here, let me go back to menu. Let's do a fun run, though. So we do have a mod installed called First Round Joker. It allows you to essentially pick what Joker shows up in the first shop, and it'll be negative. It's just so that you can make a really fun run for yourself if you want to. We could try to do, I don't know, something fun with Obelisk or something. I know everybody hates Obelisk. Maybe I'll do a Lucky Cat run. Lucky Cat sounds fun, right? Do a DNA run. Ooh, that works too. Yeah. Let's do a DNA run. Where are you, DNA? Where doth the DNA hide? I've clearly missed him. No, I didn't. And if we're doing DNA, I would like that on... Ghost deck? Maybe? Sure. Ghost deck. After defeating boss, gain $25. Yeah. One flush. And none of this. There we go, 2 flush. That's a 2 flusher right there. I guess I'm not really gonna get to use the hex, am I? Cause I've got this. Yeah, let's take 80 chips on 2 pair or better. Just sell the hex, it's 2 extra bucks starting money. Take the strength, go next. The strength should allow us to get the world's easiest full house if we want it. Yeah, clone the jack. That should be fine. And then strength these into those. Full house me. $583, and there's the rest. SMH my head. Yeah, I considered that a little bit too late. Sue me. Alright, let's level up pair. Something tells me we're going to be playing a lot of pairs and high cards this run with DNA. Just a feeling that I get. Do I want to dupe a 10? No. I definitely want to dupe, like, a king or something. Queen works. Queen works. Thank you. And let's go with that. 2 pair. 2 kicker. Pairs of queens. Let's go for... Okay, let's go for kings over 4s. No guarantee that we're actually going to win this, depending on how many queens we draw. There we go. It's like, I thought I had like 8 or 9 queens. What's up with this? Flush or bust? Is that what I need to be going for this run, is flushes? We got a sock and buskin, that'll go hard. Take a walkie-talkie for some actual mult. Fool for another strength as well. And let's gamble. Let's see if we can find some money. We found some money, gamble pays off. Now we got 10 extra bucks, we buy the overstock. The shop refreshes, we see a mime. Alright. Suddenly we're feeling real good. See if we can get some more 10s, maybe? Those aren't 10s. I guess I'll hold on to the strength, because a 4-of-a-kind queen seems good enough. Actually, is it? I don't actually know if that's good enough. Yeah, it's only like 700 points. Not actually that good. Uh... Hmm. Wait, I'm getting sued twice? What the fuck? How could you do this to me? It's a little more than... Yeah, that's actually a pretty decent hand. There's nothing I can strength here. I guess I could strength a queen into a king and a 10 into... Nah, 5 into a 6. That's fine. There we go. 2 pair. 3 kicker. Send it. Acrobat's pretty good. 3x on the final hand only. But that is usually when you need it. The wall. Okay, I already see a full house here. Let me go ahead and use 1 discard looking for a better card to dupe. There's a good card to dupe. Let's go ahead and dupe it. Okay, and then I'll go spade, 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 just cause. Full house. Pretty good. We got a straight there. I could play the gay. Play the gay away. And then I've got 1 more hand. That 2 pair should work though. Let's go ahead and tower here. 2 pair. Face cards, stone cards, acrobat, the whole shebang. Alright, the wall's probably one of the hardest blinds we could have faced at this point in the game, so I'm pretty happy that we won that. Flash card is probably good in the long term. Not so good in the short term, though. Walkie-talkie should be sellable, though. Take the flash card. Reroll once. Get a Hierophant. Go next. You should get the quote thing working and add that one. I don't know about all that. Some of those out of context are gonna make me look like an awful bad person. He said, what? What did he say? Alright, if that's not a winner, I don't know what is. It's pretty close, actually. Probably because I have basically no mult to speak of. And I'm using 1 hand every round on DNA. Here, you can have another reroll. I want the mult. Boom, Empress, easy. Alright, we do... we Empress, then we do. Then we play this 2 pair. Garbage, skip. Fibonacci's good, just not on face cards. Ride the Bus is good, just not on face cards. We go next. The Water, start with 0 discards. That's just rude, honestly. Again. I find it questionable whether or not I should have actually used the DNA there. I might have needed that extra hand to win. So if we normally get 1,000 from playing a 2-pair like that, then I should be able to get 3,000 with Acrobat, right? Oof. Wow, felt that one. Okay. Did that peak the mic? Send it. Not even close. And get some actual levels and some actual hands. Full house level, that's good. I do want that paintbrush. Okay, we need some actual mult. I guess if I keep scaling flashcard, we'll be fine. Because I'm not a great fan of either of those. Keep scaling the flashcard. Supernova's good. Supernova with holographic on it is really good, actually, to the point where I'm willing to sell the flashcard so that I don't have to constantly pay to upgrade it. I saw bits of brain fly out with that one. Perhaps. If I start suddenly, like, playing stupider, then you'll know it's true. Fortune teller's not good enough. I mean, it is a little better than Supernova right now, but I play a high card every round, so high card is always going to slowly be increasing on the Supernova side of things. Constellation's pretty good. Gains mult every time I use a planet. That is pretty good. Maybe Mime can go. I only have one card held in hand ability right now. As much as I'd like Mime to work, it just doesn't work with what I currently have. And then we use Earth just so that we get the value immediately. Nice. This is not a great hand, but I'm gonna play it anyways, I think. I don't care about the DNA right now. Actually, it wasn't a bad hand at all. Trance, big, big. Massive, gargantuan. Ginormous. I want to play a 2-pair, but oh, I've got to play high cards. Right, forgot about that. If that's the case, then my best bet is going to be probably saving this high card right here and duplicating the stone for the double chips, I would think. Or actually, the double chips aren't even gonna happen. That's not how that works. So then I think I just play like this and just level up Supernova a few times, and then on the last hand I still can win it with the stone card. I'm pretty sure. Alright, that's 2100. And then we play this. Do I have any steals? No. And that should win. There we go. Pancake Toast is back. Welcome back, Pancake Toast. How was your siesta or whatever you happen to be doing? Small blind. Duplicate another one of these. Discard that card, discard that card. Pair of queens. I don't suppose you could give me a jack. I don't suppose you could give me a jack. Alright, I guess that'll have to do. High card levels bigly. I should really be saving my money and getting my econ back in order. Great, and then we play, I think, a 2-pair to win, hopefully, maybe. With the Acrobat and the 80 chips from Clever. Yes. Why did this guy spell ass cheeks wrong? What are you doing, brother? I can't even tell if that's spelled wrong, to be honest. You ever look at a word and you're like, is that actually spelled wrong? Perfectkine's not that good because I'm not going to get supernova value out of it. But if I don't get anything anyways, I guess, guess I'll play the high card. There we go. Honestly, hold off on the 2-pair. I would like to, play a 2-pair at the end. Actually, full house is just better. Let me just play this high card then. Alright, there you go. There's your 2-pair. The full house is way, way better. Thank you, Acrobat. What do we got here? Rocket? No, thank you. Get the Hanged Man. I need better cards. I can take a shot on the Wraith real quick. Sounds like a horrible idea, but I'll do it anyways. Hanging Chad does nothing for me. I mean, it doesn't do nothing for me. It could give me like some malt or some chips, depending on what I play first. Reroll once more. These are kind of not great. All right, let's go ahead and drop Clever Joker for baseball card. Actually, like really cracked. Wow. You know, I can't think of too many that I would like more than that right here. The plant, all face cards are debuffed. I think I'm actually okay with that now. That is never punished personified right there. I realize that's an incorrect use of personified, but that's okay. Spare me. Boom. We are back. Thank you, that's what I'm looking for. A 2-pair that doesn't play those. And then of course I don't win, so I've got to go play some more high card crap. Although it looks like I can win with a high card, which might be what I want to do. Might want to start leveling high card. Get that Pluto value. It's all about those base chips, because currently we have no chips up here. Just save me the trouble here. I mean, I can't duplicate these, so might as well just, dig for the stone card. Yeah. And yeah, that's a currently winning score right there. If a high card ace gets me that, we've got 4 hands. And the last one will have Acrobat involved, so winner, winner. Speaking of chicken, I now really want to go to the store after this and just walk down to the store and buy a chicken tender sub. I'm feeling a chicken tender sub right now. And maybe a snack. I'm trying not to buy too many groceries because I'm going to be gone this weekend. So I don't want like any perishable shit left when I leave. But like I'm out of snacks and I would like a, you know, like a 2-liter or something, because I don't want to go 4 days without any snacks because I have a sweet tooth. Ah, the mime is back. You're still not valid here. Justice and Star. The Justice in particular is not super interesting, simply because we're using Supernova. I'm gonna play a straight flush. Sorry, gay flush. It was really not very good. I already knew that. I just wanted to do it because it was there. And they're rare. There you go. Have a 2-pair. And a high card. Leaving forever? No, 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 no. I'm just gone for the weekend. I'm probably not gonna stream on Saturday or Sunday unless I can figure out a way to like set up mobile streaming, and maybe I'll just hang out on stream for like an hour with my friends. We got a blueprint. That's pretty cool. I think it might be time for Acrobat to eat shit and die. Or maybe Sock and Buskin. Sock and Buskin can go. Now we get double the doubling. Boom, 2 copies. Do a vlog stream? If I can figure it out. I don't know how easy it is to set something like that up on my phone or anything like that. Or a capture card. I don't know how any of that works. I'm gonna have to do some research. And I've only got a couple days to do that research. Alright, how are we doing here? We're on ante 7? That's pretty good. I think I will probably call it after this run. Because well, I don't necessarily need to do any work today, because I'm kind of waiting on some stuff on their end, which is annoying, but happens. But I do want to be able to get some food, and that's kind of a long walk down to the store. Cool. I think there's only one boss I don't really want to fight this run. And that is not the boss I care about. These suck. When did I get I was about to say, when did I get 68 cards in my deck, and then I remembered that I've been using DNA this whole damn run. Skip for a random negative. Even if it's bad, I buy it and then I sell it for the verdant leaf. +1 discard per round. So this is even better against the Verdant Leaf, because you can use the discards, go down to 0 discards, and then sell it, and you're not even punished for it. Like, an Ankh. That's spooky. I'll buy one and hold on to it. Lol. Just give me 1 copy today. I win. Hi, can you show your mod list? Excellent. Yes, absolutely. Excellent question. For those of you over on Twitch, you can do, I think it's !Balatro mods, and it will show the list over on the Twitch side. But for those of you on YouTube, we have First Round Joker, which we did this time because we wanted to do a DNA run. We have Cartomancer, which is just some quality of life stuff. We have Malverk, which is an API mod, not important. Same with LNX, those don't matter. Firebot mod list is what allows people over on the Twitch side to do that thing right there. Slay the Jokers. This is UI over on Twitch side. Bala Gay and LGBT Molt are just little fun things for Pride Month. Smokey. Speaking of which, hi Smokey. It replaces one of the textures with a picture of my cat. Soup. And more Joker packs. Soup. All right, you ready for me to go absolutely insane here? He's lost his fucking mind. Three copies of Chico. Nah, give me that Yorick. Ouija, perhaps. Nice smokes. Did you want to get up here, or are you just gonna prowl again? You being a prowler? He's being a prowler. Don't think I actually need a cryptid. Let me Emperor this. Those suck. By you. Reroll. None of these are really gonna change a run, unfortunately. The best I can do is Ouija and hope the best. Unfortunately, I didn't get any more extra discards. That's what I was hoping for. Because as it stands, I can't actually get Yorick up to a 2x to do the thing. Which means we will just lose. Does that mean I'm selling Yorick like a complete psychopath? Yeah, I mean, the duo's not even gonna work with him either. Flush 5 is... if it's face cards, Flush 5 starts at like 150 times 16 or something like that, I think. Which is, I don't even know how many points that is. It's like 2,000 points, 2,500 maybe. Even an 8x isn't going to suddenly make that work. Ah, fuck it. We'll see what happens. 110,000 doesn't seem entirely unbeatable. Ouija me. Aces. That's not gonna cut it. Show me kings. That is kings, but I need a little bit more. Give me a little bit more. There we go. That's more like it. Nope, that's not good enough. All right. GG's. I tried to make it work. Flash that high card level at me. That actually got a lot closer than I thought it would for me just absolutely losing my mind on that last one. I just wanted to see if I could pivot that hard like that. It's limit testing. That high card level was, I believe, 22. 22 was the high card level. Might have been a little bit higher than that. Close. Alright, I'm going to hop back over to the chat room here, hang out for just a minute with y'all, but then I'm going to need to go get some food so that I do not starve to death. Oh, the amount that I played. I want to say it was like 30-ish by the end there. That sounds about right. Maybe 35. We raiding today? Oh, absolutely, we raiding today. We are absolutely raiding today. Let me go ahead and pull up my raid options here. I'm gonna pull it up the classic way. Let's pull it up over on Twitch directly and go to the Balatro section. The search function that's over here on OBS is nice, but it's not quite the same. You know what I mean? All right. The list. No redactyl today. I do need to go. I mean, I don't need to go, but I'm going to do the responsible thing and go. And I will I will try to do the redactyl on my own later on though. Okay, so we got our PNG tubers. We've got this guy named Papa Nug. Balatro for no more than 30 minutes exactly. That's very specific. Does anybody see someone that's very interesting? Do we have actually? Who is streaming? Void Galaxy's doing Night Elden Ring right now. Okay, let's keep it in Balatro. I'd like to raid some people that, you know, I've raided in the past, but I also do like to raid within category if I can help it. Oop, I was like, raid the PNG tuber furry. Is that the reason why? Just because it's a PNG tuber furry? I saw someone called DJ Soup and Salad. Where'd you see them? Oh, here I am. Hey, that's pretty good. Second row? Nice. Gambling, alcohol. No, pass on that. Playing Balatro. So he is. So close to completionist plus plus. Just need a bit more grinding. Okay, let's see who this person is. If they're getting close to completionist plus plus, that could be good. Let's see, what do they got going on? PNG tuber. Are we in English? Just gotta make sure we're at least in English. They haven't said anything yet. Yeah, this seems good. I wonder how close they are to finishing. Right? Yeah, the PNG tuber is actually pretty solid, and they're getting pretty close to completionist plus plus. We're gonna go support that. If that's all right with everyone. All right, let's Sile here. Okay, let's hop over to the chat room, and I'll do the /raid Sile here. There we go. So we're gonna go raid them, pass it on, as always. And I'm gonna go get some food, and I hope to see everyone again in the future. Thank you all again, including the raiders who have stuck around, and see you guys next time. We go. Peace to everyone on YouTube as well.